A warm welcome and gracious welcome to each one of you for the webinar on client management techniques. We are delighted to have our leadership of the committee for members in practice, CA Rohit Ruwatia ji, our chairman of the committee, and CA Umesh Sharma sir, vice chairman of our committee. Sir, uh, in today's dynamic business landscape, effective client management is crucial for the success and growth of any organization. Through this webinar, we aim to explore innovative strategies, best practices, and insights that will empower our members to build stronger and meaningful, fruitful relationship with their clients. We are honored to have a distinguished panel of speakers, CA Nitin Alshi sir and CA Mahavir Kapse sir, who are experts in the field of client management and ready to share their expertise and experiences with us. Chairman sir and Vice Chairman sir, request you to please give your welcome and theme address. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Priyanshu ji. Very good evening to one and all. Honorable Vice Chairman of the Committee for Members in Practice, Umesh Sharma ji. Speaker of today's session, Mahavir ji, and Nitin ji, and Parvez ji. And my dear professional colleagues, a very good evening to one and all. So I would like to welcome everyone in this third seminar, which is on the theme Grow Your Practice, which the Committee for Members in Practice ensure to work every week. On every Friday, we are trying that we can have some skill-based sessions so that we can equip our membership at large and we can develop certain sets of skills for the practicing fraternity. Today, we are doing a session on client relationship management. Again, it is a very important topic for all of us, which we probably feel that it's quite not relevant. But I understand that whenever we go ahead in our professional life, it becomes very important to address the client relationship. So today, by this session, I hope our worthy speakers would definitely deliberate and elaborate very important key areas in which we professionals need to take care while going ahead in our professional practice. So we are sure to work a lot of activities in our committee for members in practice. And let me share certain initiatives with all of you. We are now present on the Twitter also. The Committee for Members in Practice is there in the name of CMP-ICAI. So members are requested to kindly follow the Twitter account, the official Twitter account of CMP, to get aware about the various initiatives of the institute and about the initiatives of the Committee for Members in Practice. Apart from that, we are doing various activities and various tie-ups for the members, which are hosted on cmpbenefits.ici.org. And every day we are coming up with the flyers, which gives the details of the various tie-ups done under this committee, which are beneficial and helpful for membership at large. Then we are doing various sessions across the country in times to come, in which we'll be doing the orientation program in the name of Practice Ki Udan, which will be helpful for the young professionals, young chartered accountants who have taken certificate of practice. Thereafter, we'll be doing Practice Ki Pathshala in a residential way in our Center of Excellence. It will be a 3 days program, which will again beneficial for the professional practitioners who will be coming across the country and making a network and learning a lot of initiatives which will be helpful in their routine practice. So we are not going into the academic part, but definitely we are going into the technical and the skill part, which is helpful for all of our professionals. So we just trying our efforts, and any suggestions and any recommendations, you may please mail to the committee and you can mail to us also. We are sure to work together for the growth and upliftment of the profession. Thank you very much. Over to you.
CA Umesh Sharma sir, our Vice Chairman sir. So I request you to please give your theme address.
Yeah, thank you, Priyanshu, and thanks to our young and dynamic chairman Rohit Ruwatia ji, and to all we very friendly call. It's a Rohit Sharma team, Rohit Ruwatia and Umesh Sharma in CMP. So let's have a very good year under the CMP committee of for the all the members. And yes, as rightly pointed out by Chairman sir, This is a very important initiative which we have taken on weekly basis, updating our members with the latest management strategies for their practice management. And already we have completed 3 sessions under Grow Your Practice, Goal Management, then Technology Management. Now today we are on the Client Management. And for that we have Mahavir Kapse sir, one of the renowned chartered accountant in Maharashtra, and another is Nitin Alsi. He is also one of the renowned chartered accountant from Maharashtra, Nagpur. So we will have very good discussion with them. And also we have Parvez, who is the trainer for the practice management software. I will request everybody that CMP Benefit Committee is giving free of cost the software, that is practice management software. This software is specifically designed for the members of ICI who are in practice, and it is a very wholesome package. Request you all to get the registration of this practice management software done and use it for your practice development. Parvez will take a demo of that in next few minutes. So in that he will be dealing with the client management. And to come back to the today's discussion, I am sharing the screen. Please let me know whether my screen is visible. Priyanshu? Priyanshu, it's visible?
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Okay, so friends, today we are discussing on the practice management part, that is the client management. And in this client management, what is very important for us is that being a chartered accountant, we are busy in our practice, and we many times don't do thing for us to grow our practice is that our client satisfaction, that gives you a loyalty. Then we have to provide them a better service. It's also depend upon reliability of ours, that how we are treating the customer. Then we have to continuously improve our techniques. That's why this session is there. When how we can market ourselves, actually we cannot advertise, but within the 4 corners of ICI guidelines, how we can reach to our client through annual meet, through social media, through sharing the knowledge, sharing the email, sharing some important changes which happen in the law. Then that will give you a quality edge. And then comes the last, that is support, because there are good time, there are bad time. Every time the client should stay with you, you should stay with the client. So that is the biggest thing, that how you can create a support system with the client. And for doing this is my humble request. I also do in my office, you should also be doing this, or you must do this. That is the ABC analysis. A is the client who is one of the top client giving maximum revenue. B is the client who is giving less revenue, but he is a growth oriented. And C is the client who is having a salary or other portfolio and taking your lot of time. So please do ABC analysis of your client on the basis of revenue, effectiveness, profitability, positive approach with the great connections. And you should spend maximum time on your A and B client, and C client should be for the staff. So you must focus on that. Please do ABC analysis. Our panelist will also going to share a lot. I am not going into detail, but just highlighting the importance of today's discussions. And in this client management, you must network with them. If you want to give some advice, don't give any free advice, give them extra advice. Nitin Alsi sir is there. He will share you how to grow your client business and how you should grow yourself. So that is one of the thing. And then comes that your clients are the brand ambassadors. So how you should brand yourself before the client. Never talk loose. Develop a habit of a good relationship. Whenever you develop your business, your practice, you just see whether your client is recommending your name to another person or not. If he is not recommending, then it's a very important aspect that we have to introspect. And one of the important aspect is that Dhirubhai Ambani ji has said, no invitation required where there is a profit. So we must reach out to the client and grow our practice. And in doing that, how to do this, how we should implement technology, what are the issues, what should be our approach, all these things will be discussed today. And then more important, what additional services you can give to the client, how you can satisfy and give extra to the client. These some important discussions will be held. देखा देखी में मत जाओ, अपनी अक्ल लगाओ. This is a very good ad, and I say that each one has his own beauty in his own practice. तो दूसरा क्या कर रहा है, what other CA is doing is not required if I plan my own affairs in a better way. Means my practice is my future and I have to do it. So before going to social media, before wasting any money on the clubs or in any other social organization, please see whether I am providing a proper services or not. Then only go to the public for any discussion or for any networking. So friends, this was our discussion. It's just a brain study to you that how we can grow by managing our clients. So let's start our discussion with one of the important aspect, that is the technology use, that is the software, that is practice management software, which is provided by ICAI. So we will discuss that, and thereafter we will move to Nitin Alsi sir and Mahavir Kapse sir. So over to you, Priyanshu, to take further.
Okay, sir.
Priyanshu?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir, for sharing your experiences and PPT on client management. You've always been having a great taking a great session with us, and I give this session to Mr. Parvez ji from our practice management technical team. So Mr. Parvez, you can please take the demo of the practice management software from the client management perspective. So I give the webinar to you so you can share your screen and give the demo accordingly. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, to giving me this opportunity to share the client management of the PMS. Good evening to all of you, and I welcome every one of you to this session. This myself, Parvez Surani from PMS technical team. As you are aware that ICAI has launched the practice management software for CA practitioners and CA firms free of cost to enhance operational efficiency. In our previous session, we covered the registration process of PMS, how you can register for PMS, and we have explored all its various features and functionals. So in today's session, we will focus on the client management module of the PMS. So allow me to share my screen first. So just a minute. Okay, so my screen is visible. Okay, thank you, sir.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. When you register for your firm, so you will get one unique URL for your firm. So when you enter your URL into the browser, you will get login page of the PMS. So you will also receive the credential of the PMS software. So by that credential, you can log in into the PMS software. So after you will log in into the PMS, you will see the dashboard of the PMS. So client management is very important in our firm or in any firm, as Umesh sir explained. So by using the client management module of the PMS, you can manage all your client database on one place, and you can also manage your clients group wise. So you can define groups of clients So whenever you require any bulk notification to send any bulk notification to specific groups clients, like if you want to send any GST related notification to all your GST clients, so you can filter out that data, and you can easily, by doing one click, you can send all the notification to your clients. And you can also manage all the documents of your clients on one place. So whenever you require the documents of your clients, you can easily retrieve it by one click through the PMS system. So you can also attach all your clients soft copies into the system. You can also manage your clients services into the PMS. So you can also set your clients recurrence services into the PMS system. And you can also create the proposal or final tax invoice into PMS system, and you can also send the notification of related to invoices. So you can also manage your clients invoices into the PMS, and you can also get the ledger of your specific clients or all your firm's clients ledger into one place. So you can also manage accounting into the PMS also, and you can also manage the do the conversation with your client in one place. So these all features you can use by using the client management system. So let me see in deep all the functionality here. So today we will cover client management module. So when you log in into the PMS system, you will see the client management module here. So when you click on client, you will see the list of pages or list of options here. So first is add group. So as I said that you can manage your all clients group wise. So you can create groups from here for your clients. So you have to enter your group name, what is the email of the group, what is the contact number, and if address is available, you can enter over here, and you can add your all group from here. And you can also download this group's data into Excel by clicking on Excel button. You can also edit and delete these groups by clicking here. We have given the option. And in this group, you can also add your client's data. So the next option is client master. Here we have given the add client feature. So by clicking on add client, you will see the client master page, where you have to add all the detail of your clients, like client name, from which group is belonging, what is the IT status, means income tax status, it is an individual or it is a company or it is a private limited, a public limited, or a HUF. Then you can also, if it is individual, you can also add the birth date. If it is company, you can add the incorporation date, or you can add his address, country, state, city, and all the basic information of client. And you can also manage your client currency. Like if you have any outside client, like out of country client, so if you charge them into any other currency, then you can also add the currency, and you can manage as per that currency, and all the other basic information you can manage. And we have also given the multiple financial year. Like if any outside client is there, then there is in their country other financial year is managing. Like we have a April to March financial year, but in some country it is January to December, or it is July to June. So you can also add multiple financial year, and based on that financial year, you can also start your client services into PMS. So you can add, so all basic information you can add here. Then after, when you add your client data, here multiple option is available. Like you can also add the multiple clients contact detail. You can also add the legal documents of your clients. You can also give the login rights to your clients, and you can also assign the work to your clients. So this all the features is available into PMS system. You can also add your client data one by one, and we have also given the bulk upload features. So if you have your client data in Excel format, then you can directly upload that Excel into the PMS. So your all client like 1,000, 2,000 clients, you can directly import into system. So we have given here in setup menu, bulk upload facility is available. So when you click on bulk upload, you can upload this all data into bulk manner like client, employee, city, task, subtask, and document types. So here we have given one demo Excel sheet. So you have to download this demo sheet and fill your all client data in that sheet. Then you have to click on client upload. So you will get one page where you can upload your client's Excel sheet, and then you have to click on get sheet. So your sheet is available over here. So you have to select that sheet from where to where number you want to upload clients, and then you have to click on get data. Then you have to click on save. So all your clients data is saved into the PMS. So both the option is available. You can add your client either one by one, or you can upload all your clients data by one click through upload facility. And if you want to see your list of client, then here in client menu, client master, client list option is available. So by clicking on client list page, you will get all your clients list over here. And we have also given the filters. So you can use filter to narrow your clients data. If you want to see the specific groups client, then you can filter that data. So accordingly that you can get that group's data only. So, and you can also download this data into the Excel format. You have also option to edit your client data, view the profile of your clients, and delete this client's data. All the facility is available. So when you click on edit button, so you have option to edit any of detail of your client, and you can then save that data again. Here I have already said, like, you can also add multiple contacts of your client over here. So you have to add the name of your multiple contact, mobile number, email ID, and what is the designation of that multiple contacts. Then you can also add the legal documents of these specific clients. So you, whenever you require, you will get easily this document. You can give the rights to that specific clients, and you have also assigned the work to this specific client over here. Then the client contact detail is also available. So from here, you can easily get the contact detail of your all clients. And here also the filter option is available. So by using filter, you can easily get the contact detail of your specific clients. And here you can also get the number of files which we have created for this specific clients. So you can easily get that file where it is located. So whenever you require any document for this specific client, so you can easily get like the file of this this client is located at this location, and this is the file number. So you can easily get this documents or this file easily. Then the cancel client task option is also available. So if you want to cancel any task of your client, so here you can click on specific client's task, and here we have given the option to cancel the task, and we have also given to complete the task in bulk manner. So like if deadline is running and you don't have time to complete the task in the PMS. So you can also complete all the tasks at one clicking after the deadline finishing. So you can complete your task in bulk manner over here, or you can also cancel bulk task from by one clicking over here. So this option is also available. Then the visitor master is also available. So if you want to manage visitor data in PMS, then you have to click on add visitor. So you will get one page of to add the visitor data. So here you can add both your client. If your client have visited your office and you want to save that data, then you can select the client. And if any other person has visited your office for any related services, so you want to take that data for your future purpose, like you want to follow up that clients again after few days, and you want to save this data, then you can select other, and you can add your name of your of that person, the mobile number of that person, email ID, and on which date they have visited our office, from which time to which time, and to whom employee they have visited, and what is the purpose to visit our office. So all data you can fill over here, and for future purpose you can use that data. So if you want to see the list of visitor, then here visitor list option is available. So when you click on visitor list page, you will also given the filters. So if you want to see, like in this month how many visitor visit our office, so you can filter data over here. So you will get all the visitors list, and here you will get also the contact detail of that visitor. You can also download this data into Excel format, like if you want to give this data to any of your employee for following or do the calling or do the email campaign. So you can download this data into Excel format also. And if you want to edit anything in this data, then edit facility is also available. And if you want to delete this data, then delete facility is also available. So by using PMS, you can also manage the visitor data into the PMS. So this is basically all the client management module related. So in this session, I will explore the client management module. So I have explained all the detail of client management. So now I over to you, Priyanshu sir.
Thank you, Parvez-ji, for your demo on the client management of our practice management software. So I would request our next faculty of the session, CA Nitin Alsi-ji, to take the session for the client management. So I would introduce our the eminent faculty, CA Nitin Alsi-ji. He's been practicing for the last 27 years, and he's experience of assignments of large business houses, nationally and internationally. And he's a cost and management accountant since 1996. His certified M&A from IIM Ahmedabad, PG diploma in enterprise risk management, information system audit, and he has done many courses of the Institute on Forensic Audit, Current Audit. His areas of practice is enterprise risk management services, risk-based internal audit, process re-engineering, strategic business advisory, venture capital funding and loan business valuations and value enhancement advisory, cost management advisory, and many more. Sir, he has also been nominated as the in many places president in Nagpur wing, co-opted member for Board of Governance Mumbai in the Institute of Internal Auditors, and he's a member of International Audit Standard Board, core committee for members in treasurer of Chambers of Small Industries and Associations, MSME Startup Committee of WARC of Mumbai, of ICI, state level task force of Committee for Economic Laws and WTO of ICI. He's also associated with MSME Bank Trusted of WIRC of ICMAI Mumbai, and many more, and the Board of Studies in management colleges. So, sir, there are many more added towards your profile. So, Nitin Alsiji, I would request you to please take your session on client management through multidimensional services. Sir, I give the online dais to you, and you may please share your experiences.
Yes, thank you, everyone. Committee of Members in Practice, Chairman Sri Rohitji Ruwatia, Vice Chairman Umesh Sharma, then co-speaker Mr. C.A. Mahavir Kapseji, seniors in the profession, and my dear fellow colleagues. It's been really privileged. I'm just elated to be part of this seminar. And I would be deliberating on actually how different kind of services can be provided to the management, to the clients, and so that the client satisfactions and the client's retention can be a straight way, and it can be moderately adopted. So I'll go through the screen. So shall I share my screen?
You can share your screen, sir.
Yeah. Is it visible now?
Yes.
Fine. So the thought process about this particular deliberation is how you can give the multidimensional services to the client, and the client, which is very important to us in terms of value additions. So if we are adding value, I am of the firm opinion that if you are adding value to the client's business, then definitely there would be no chance of him going out, or he or she is going out of services to you. So it is very, very important to give different kind of services, and we are going to discuss the same kind of services which is to be, or which may be given to the clients, and we have been doing this from last 27 years. Yeah, is it visible now?
Yes, sir. It is visible.
It's visible. So shall I go ahead? Okay. So the outline is challenges in client retention management, importance of client satisfaction. This is what we are going to discuss, and how the multidimensional services are going to help us in client's business value additions. So as a matter of chartered accountants, we know we are equipped with so many knowledge areas like accounts. We know accounts, costing, auditing, corporate law, strategic management, risk management, statistics, IT, quantitative techniques, taxation, investigation, process, financial management, and internal controls. So with this bag of knowledge, we are definitely the better equipped and better position to give the value-added services to our client. And this is what we are definitely going to deliberate. So what challenges we are facing in clients management is as of now, no clarity on client's expectation at times. Client doesn't give the clarity as to what he's expecting from us. There is no information to the client for our own capabilities because we don't discuss with them. irregularities in communications and the clients and challenges of poor service competitions, client would always be requiring a personalized attention. But one thing is very clear, client expects value additions. So if we are giving this kind of value enhancements to him, definitely he's going to be with you and he's going to be your brand ambassador. That's for sure. That has happened with me. So think of value-added services is the theme of today's deliberation. So just understand what is enterprise concern. For any business, may it be small, may it be large, we are not going to discuss whether it is small or big ones. What is most important is the enterprise concern, and we need to address that. For any enterprise concern for operational things, that is revenue, profit, cost control, efficiency, compliance, and ultimately the exception should be captured through MIS. Strategic, he would be definitely looking for the expansion in his business, then value creation, sustainable business model, then competitive positioning, cost leadership. These are all strategic objectives which he would be looking for, and ultimately leadership. Now, if we talk about the leadership also, that succession planning in the operational level or as well as strategic levels are very critical. So if we address this, definitely that is going to be another worthy advices to him. So focus the concern to win his client trust here. Now we have started. Now there is always a question as to how these kind of services are given by us, because there are a number of services which we would be discussing in the next 15 to 20 minutes to come. But I have started with internal audit, and really the risk-based internal audit has helped me in understanding the different areas and different gamuts of the services which can be given to the clients. And if we do internal audit, you always do internal audit with an integrated approach. Don't look at the transactions, just take 2 rupees to 2 rupees and just go for vouching and all those things. If you can really go with an integrated approach, and if you can see the transactions from different perspectives, like accounting standard, then financial reporting, GSTs, income tax, other law compliance, cost analysis, KPIs, risk management, then red flags in forensic, then MIS, then process improvements and strategic objective, and so on and so forth. So if we do it, if one transaction is being looked at from so many angles, definitely you're going to pick up some nonsense somewhere, and which is going to be an opportunity to give some valuable suggestions to the client. And that is the main step in where you can really help and start helping the clients, and he would start understanding that you are a person of great knowledge and you can definitely be of benefit to him. Next is internal controls and IFC. This we have done for many companies, may it be small or may it be big. So at least for listed companies, it is mandatory, and the turnover of 50 crores and more. The companies are having turnover more than 50 crores and more, it is also applicable to them. But what is important in internal control assessment, don't look at only it's a compliance, because we have seen, we are just in a process of doing internal financial control for 7,000 crores company, listed company in our area. But believe me, it was done by EY earlier, and we are far better in delivering our value, because what we have done, I'll be discussing in the next slide as well as to how we have done it. So it is not a compliance, but it is every step to avoid loss and mistakes. So if you can avoid the mistakes of employees of the organization, that is going to be addition to the profits or addition to the efficiency or reduction of the cost. And that is exactly what clients need, because you scan the entire financial controls in the organization. There are two aspects which is to be done in this. One is creating a risk control matrix and internal control testing. It can be even done voluntarily. You can go to the clients and ask, boss, have you done the internal controls assessment as of now? Because that is very important, because it can avoid the mistakes. So if it can avoid the mistakes, there will be smooth transitions of the transactions. And if you can avoid mistake, there would be natural augmentation to the operational efficiency. And that is one of the types of internal control which we are targeting. So what is important? Every step in the improvements in the internal control will save tangible and intangible cost and also reduce the risk. The things which is reducing the risk, that will be helpful to the client, because ultimately he can then he can then participate in the strategic process fully, and then he can only think of what he's expected or what he's expecting to do, maybe in the years to come. So these are the internal control tools which we analyze. And you can also create an internal control manual. We have created for a number of clients. And at times we are doing statutory audits, we are doing internal audits, we are doing some different assignments where we come close and we analyze the data of the organization, we get the information of the business of the client. There, how many times we actually, the end of the audit assignment or end of the statutory audit assignment, how many times we send a deficiency statement to the client that these are the deficiencies of internal controls which we have observed, and this you should improve this, and sit with him for half an hour or maybe 1 hour or maybe half a day, and make him understand the problems in the organization, and he would definitely appreciate it. So that is how we have done it. So, and we are now getting more and more assignments of formulating and internal control procedures. Another area is business process reviews. Now, whenever we are talking of the business process review, it is always target PLOs. What do we mean by PLOs? PLOs means always target the process level objectives. Now, here, the value engineering and the value chain analysis is very, very critical. Now, see, understand what from the point of view, what gives the profit? Now, any organization is very much, any business, may it be small or may it be medium size or may it be big. Profits and costs are near and dear to any organization. Now, for that, profits are given by operations. So this is my value chain. So if you can really help in reducing the cost in the value chain or reducing the cycle time, because the cycle time and cost in any value chain, that is operations, these are going to give you the value added. These are going to give the gross value added. That is the gross profit. We have studied in economic value added. So reducing the cycles time, reducing the cost of operations, standardizing the processes across business, automations, improvement in the data accuracy, workflow improvement and value chain, then efficiency across organizations. So this is one of the aspects, this is one of the area you can look forward to improve the processes of the organizations. And believe me, one improvement in efficiency, one improvement in the agility, that is delays, this is going to add to the bottom line of the organization. And now again, this asset utilization is another part. See, those who have already done the valuations and who are already into valuation practice, they can understand the importance of asset utilization. There are contributing assets to the company and there are non-contributing assets. The contributing asset, these are the assets which are definitely going to help you in generating the revenue. So target these kind of things and your process level objectives. If the process, may it be purchase, may it be sales, may it be operations, may it be productions, may it be supply chain, may it be dispatch, may it be invoicing, anything. If the processes are being looked from the process level objective, if whatever you are following, if it is not really reaching to the objectives of that process, then there is definitely an opportunity of improvement in the process. So there are many opportunities in this as process reviews and process reengineering. And every contribution to a sustainable process improvements to client's business will definitely draw a big satisfaction and retention to the client. You need not go to the client again and say that, boss, aap dusre ko de diye. No. They themselves will come to you. They themselves will come to you, and because they are highly satisfied with your service. And these are very paying activities. Believe me, it pays more than the auditing. Another areas is risk management. This is very, very important. Now in valuation also, we are understanding the risk in other areas also. This is what we target as, we call it as an enterprise-wide risk assessment. For every risk assessment, what is critical is to understand the risk, where the things can go wrong. Now, how to identify the risk? You have to measure that risk. You have to evaluate that risk, and you have to give that risk mitigation plan to business. May it be small business. I am reiterating, may it be small business. It is even applicable for small business. Now, how many small businesses have closed down during the COVID period? Had they had this proper risk management, they would have survived. And here, our opportunity lies as a chartered accountant. So important aspect is understand their risk, give them a risk mitigation plan, act upon it. You will get paid heavily, and at the same time, your client satisfaction would be at the highest level. So what I'm targeting, help the client to avoid shocks and surprises. So these are the tips which I am giving in each and every slide. Help the client to avoid shocks and surprises. Management of risk will provide sustainability. And ultimately, it is the retention of clients for CAs. So that is another area which you should look for. Now just look at this figure. My screen is correctly visible, no?
Yes.
Yeah. Now just look at this figure. Everything. Where can you identify figure 8? Could you identify the figure 8? It will take time, but because of the positive, I'll just make it easy for you. This is the 8. So this is the exception. Now, if this is the exception, what is important is to identify this exception, because there may be a fraud. It may be a risky area. It may be, and every exceptions may not be an unintentional mistake. It may be an intentional mistake, and this may be a mother of fraud. So another area which I am coming into is the forensic accounting and fraud detections. We have done many fraud detections across countries, out of India as well, and we have got tremendous value out of what we have done, because you help the client in either detecting the fraud which otherwise would have lost, otherwise they would have lost money, or you are helping the client to prevent the fraud where they would be safeguarding their own interest. You may create a number of things. In that, what is most critical is target the behavioral red flags and opportunity red flags. Now, what is these behavioral red flags and opportunity red flags? Very interestingly, I just run through because of the paucity of time. The behavioral red flags, when you go to the organization, maybe for doing some audit or maybe for doing some assignment or whatever, there are behavioral red flags that the person may be alcoholic, workaholic, he may be having midlife crisis, living beyond means, or maybe extramarital affairs. These are the persons. If they are handling the critical areas in the organization, don't leave them just high and dry. Always have an eye on them. They may create a fraud. Then there are opportunities fraud, like cash embezzlement, payment fraud to vendors, and collection fraud and HR fraud. And if I can discuss, I can discuss over an entire day on fraud detection, because we have done so many these things. But again, from where we have picked up, we have started these kind of areas while internal audit. So while doing internal audit, we have actually unearthed or uncovered some fraud, and these techniques have helped us in giving more value in the internal audit, and we were really applauded by the client and an audit committee as well. But in a small organization, may not be there when audit committee, but at least the client would be very happy if you can just detect one fraud and save his interest. So this is another area. Cost analysis, very, very near and dear to any client. Now I have demarcated this area into cost saving, cost control, reduction, and avoidance. So if I can discuss, I can, because since I am also cost accountant, so we can discuss at length, and we can discuss this for an entire day. But what is most important? What is cost saving? The cost saving and continuous improvement, if it can be brought in the direct expenses, that is going to help your gross profit, and gross profit is real. Your net profit may be administrative and other costs which are intangible or tangible, or which are not helping the your gross value add, but ultimately continuous improvement. So you can always use the Kaizen costing method as well. Cost control where cost centers. We have done one assignment only on cost centers. We have identified and given the different cost centers to the companies, and cost center wise report was then customized in the ERP and customized in another softwares. And now they are getting a cost center wise report, and ultimately they are getting straightaway information as to which cost center is doing more, giving us the cost, and which is according to the budget what we have thought for. Cost reduction is another area. where alternative methods can be thought of, where we can reduce cost, maybe direct or indirect cost avoidance, travel cost, automating supporting process, cost containment. This can be within the budget. So there are ways and means to do it. So these are another cost which we can divide. We can divide the cost into n number of different segments, but sunk cost like AMCs, like whenever we are seeing that this maintenance contract, this maintenance once the maintenance is given, maintenance contract is already given to the to any vendor. He is most of the time he is collecting the money in advance, and then you will have to be after him that whether he is doing the whatever has been agreed with him, whether he is doing that or not. So this becomes sunk cost if it is not monitored properly. So these kind of sunk costs are to be identified in the organizations. These sunk costs are going to be monitored in the organizations, and by chartered accountants, if we can help them doing this, definitely that is going to be another area where client would appreciate avoidable cost, penalty, penal interest, rejections, and all those things. So there are very important aspects that why these kind of costs are coming, and how we can improve the process, how we can improve the controls. Because why avoidable cost? Because the costs which are contributing costs and which are non-contributing costs. The contributing cost like sales promotion, it is definitely going to come back to me because my sales are going to get increased. But penal interest and penalties and all those things and indirect cost of administrative nature, that is not going to help me. So if you can reduce this cost, definitely that is going to be an addition to the client's bottom line, and these suggestions would help. So cost of non-conformity rejections and quality breakdown cost. So every cost saving solutions is valued by the client. Take it from me. Another area is this is very, very important, and it is coming thick and fast. We are just in a process of hardly within 2-3 slides we'll be able to close this presentation. What is important is value enhancement strategies. Now most of the organizations are going for strategic investments. They are looking for strategic investment, but they don't get that kind of value. Like for one client, they were for one of client of mine, they were expecting a valuation of 100 crores. But why 100 crores? Why can't we go for 200 crores? Just wait for 6 months. We will do our own housekeeping. We will clean our own house. And by the time we are sitting for the negotiation table, we will be able to command value rather than the demand value. So where we can command value is to do this kind of things, what we have done. So pay attention to these factors. Cash flow analysis, cash flow improvements, at times business model and revenue model improvements, strategy formulation. These are all value drivers. Then proper valuation, proper capital structure, because proper valuation structure, proper capital structure, if it is debt-free company or less debt company, less leverage company and having more equity and all those things, it can really shoot up your value to next level. Assist in financial modeling, because financial modeling is the base of valuation. That is going to be tested by your strategic investor or the person who is interested in your business. ESG is another driver which is coming thick and fast. Environment, sustainability and governance. Risk management. You need to understand the risk of each organization. If you can reduce the company's risk, company specific risk, you can reduce the discounting factor for your free cash flows, and that is why we can enhance the value. So look at this factor. These are we are getting more and more assignment on this value enhancement strategies. This is value addition. This is big contributor to the client, and definitely that is going to be, because value is reality. Client will be happily shell out for every value creation you take it from me. And these are really opportunities of minting money than audits and assertion function. Assurance function. That I have experienced over 27 years. Another area of quality management system. We can help the client to go for entirely process driven. Rather than process driven, every small client, and this is the problem of SMEs and small clients, because every small clients are they are into operational, they are into strategy, they are doing everything. And they are involved in every day-to-day operations. If we can help them in creating a process which can make the business process driven, rather than the person driven, and the operational continuity can be maintained. You take it from me. This is the first assignment which is going to come to you. We have done to many big organizations, many big listed companies as well. But we have done for many small companies as well, and they are happily accepting this kind of assignment and ready to pay heavily on this, because ultimately this is going to be a sustainable process for entire life of the organization. There would be only reviews, periodical reviews, maybe after 1 year or maybe half a year. But once the processes are settled, the client's business is going to be sustainable. So this is, you pitch these areas and this will be helpful to the client. Monitoring accounts function. Now, I was discussing with Kapse sir today morning. So he is doing something very good on Tally and this thing. But when we actually go to the account, we are all chartered accountants. But do we really see whether the accounting function helps like this? Whether there is a proper classification of accounts in accounts chart? Whether it helps the accuracy? Whether it helps the compliance? Whether the accounting process helps governance? Whether it helps the analysis? It helps expenses reporting, proper classification and proper segregation. These are very, very critical. If your accounts function is doing this, believe me, quality accounting system is one of the biggest value drivers of the business. You don't have to look, because whatever strategic investments are going to come, whatever interest is being shown by the outsiders to the company's client's business, first thing they would be the transparency and the accuracy and the reliability of your accounts. That is going to be another value driver, and we can pitch to the client, boss, this is our strength and you can give us the better value. MIS. Clients are more interested. Now we are coming to the last 2 slides. This MIS, we can, as a chartered accountant, who are better equipped to give a better value additions through a right MIS format, because we know what kind of exceptions should be captured and what kind of exceptions should be given to the management for proper decision support. Now, for MIS, there are a number of aspects which every exception should be captured. But if it is not being if it is not being informed to the client, or if it is not informed to the management, then how is going to take the decisions? And ultimately, it is going to be a loss-making proposition at time. So any exception in the transaction, like we were doing some internal audit in one of the organizations, and we have picked up one area that credit risk observed by the customer by the marketing department was never ever given through an MIS. That information was never given to the client's management. They were not understanding as to what is thing happened. When the money is not coming from the client, it ultimately goes to the more than 60 days, more than 90 days, and ultimately it is going to be bad debts, or it may go to bad debts, or even it may affect our operational cycle as well. So these kind of things are very, very critical, like changes in master data. Now, changes in master data can be intentional and non-intentional as well. So if this, because this can be a fraud as well. So if these kind of informations are not going to get to the management, how they are going to be a decision support system. So here, as a chartered accountant, we can definitely chip in and at least make walkthrough of the MIS, current MIS, and then if we can improve their MIS, maybe in formats, maybe in accuracy, maybe in timing, maybe in persons, because these kind of things are really appreciated by a client. You take it from me, because the integrity and data information helps the pivotal decision making of client business. Other value-added areas, ERP consulting is another area. Then in one of the organizations, we have set up the performance measurement system. Now, what is this? We know the KPIs because we understand who better than chartered accountant can understand the processes like sales, procurement, admin, HR, IT, accounts, then production, and all other things. Other than technical, we understand all the process. So we can set up the performance measurement system, which brings the efficiency, and any client would be really willing to shell out money for right performance measurement, because if he's getting an efficiency, that is definitely going to help the bottom line. Balance scorecard frameworks. If I can discuss balance scorecard, that will take another 2 to 3 hours, because we have done many balance scorecard frameworks and we have created balance scorecard frameworks for many organizations. So every contribution to the profit drivers, I'm repeating, every contribution to the profit drivers and improvements in gross value add, which shall be welcomed by the client. So the time ahead is for any client or for any business, may it be small or more. So what we need to see is agility, resilience in the business. Digitization and AI is going to come. Data analytics is going to come. Valuations, every now and then, every small companies are now willing to offer them for sell or for strategic investment. So strategic advisory. So these areas are really management consulting areas, and this is definitely going to pay. And then there will not be any kind of problems in retention. So what we need to do, what we need to cultivate thinking, make a client, not a sale. Satisfied client is the best business strategy. Focus on the client and not on the competition. Client service is not a department, it's a job of a chartered accountant. And client's perception is your reality, because it can spoil your another client, and it can also way other way around. It can also work the other way around. So build the strong client relationship through giving various services. So building knowledge and its applications are the most powerful weapon you can use to brand your position in the profession. Thank you so much for the opportunity given to me to express my thoughts on multidimensional services. Thank you so much. These are my credentials. These are my number. I am open to discussions. I am open to give my inputs to whosoever try to correct with me. So thanks the committee on of members in practice. Thanks Chairman and Vice Chairman Umesh Sharma sir for giving me this opportunities. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your wonderful presentation on client management through multi-dimensional services. I think you've covered a lot of areas which is required for the chartered accountants in this field. So we'll now soon go with the next session on client relationship management with our next eminent speaker, CA Mahavir Kapse ji. Sir, so I would introduce our eminent faculty with you. So CA Mahavir Kapse ji is a chartered accountant by profession, and he's passed his chartered accountancy in 1986, and after practicing his 24 years as a proprietor, he was in realized that he was in need of the specialization, joint hands with his colleagues from multi-locational firms. So which he has, where there were 18 partners. So he was of the view that in the fast changing of times requires professionals to specialize in the area they're liking to meet the expertise required by the industry and commerce. He is also of opinion that the rural economy is in dire need of our expertise, and it is our responsibility to cater it. He also volunteers himself to help and share his experience to those who are willing to join hands and merge their practices with a view to reap the benefits of scale and strategy. He strongly remembers the expectations of our country expressed by our Honorable Prime Minister to have a large firm with the state-of-the-art technology and providing world-class services from the fraternity. So, sir, with these great initiatives, I give the dais to you, and you may, sir, take the session on the client relationship management. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Priyanshu. Dignitaries on the board and my friends, good evening to you all. I thank the organizers for giving me an opportunity to share my views on a critical topic, that is relationship management. Relationship word itself, we can understand that it is very critical in every walk of our life, whether it is professional, personal life, social life, everything. I think the life itself is an art of HR. It is relationship management. Normally, now looking at our professional responsibility, and looking to the client relationship management, what I have realized and what I feel that most of the time we have not decided our goals, we have not defined our objectives, and we are practicing. So where there is a stress, there is a strain. Normally, when we say that when we are asked that how many sides a coin has, we normally say 2 sides. But we look at it very seriously. There is a third side, that is third dimension, which is keeping 2 sides bound together. So when we correlate this, stress and strain are the 2 sides, and relationship is the third dimension. So more the stress, more the strain, and if these 2 things are too much, it will break up the relationship. It will affect the relationship. Especially in case of our professional activities, we consider the persons or the organizations as our client. But I think our assignment is our client, and we may look at the organization behind the assignment, but we need not focus on the organization, but we need to focus on the assignment. Relationship management is most of the time misunderstood that keeping the client pleased, but it is not. We are not here to please anybody. We are here to work for and work up to our satisfaction. So first thing is that before satisfying somebody else, we have to see that are we satisfied with our own performance. During our course, Chartered Accountancy course, and thereafter, we have seen or we have been projected as chartered accountants are Superman. They can do everything and they should do everything. But the days have gone. If you look at the scaling of a business in all the sectors, say like manufacturing, hospitality, health sector, tourism, you can see there is a typical development that is specialization. A very resembling example is of a multi-specialty hospitals which have come up in last, say, 1 or 2 decades and flourished like anything. Doctors are having lesser stress, they are doing well, they don't require to have multiple skills, and that is their quality. Many times now, whenever we are having any medical issues, we just rush to multi-specialty hospital, and the reason is it is 24/7 services are available. They are having the latest technology, and they are having expertise. Here we have to learn from the model that having expertise is the key issue. Now the scale of businesses, say any manufacturing industry or any commercial active organization, the scale has gone in multiples. Have we made ourselves capable to serve such organizations? When we try to do something which is beyond our capabilities, I think it results into stress. So relationship management doesn't require any special effort, but if we deliver whatever is expected from us and within the time, I think the relationship continues. And if we deliver something more than what is expected from us, it prospers. So it is up to us how to deliver what is expected from us, and mainly the feedback from ourselves and the feedback from clients, which is normally not taken care of. So this is a time gap arrangement that we are just rushing towards completing the assignments in the given situation, and we are not looking back. But review is very important. Reviewing ourselves, reviewing our activities, reviewing our performance would help us to improve ourselves in the future. Now, when we talk about specialization, again, there is a question of how to do it specialization. And here, a lack of our skills, especially as a team member, we are not up to mark. We are not prepared to work in a team, and that is keeping ourselves away from the group. So, expertise and the soft skills, these two things are very important in relationship management, which will take care of themselves. So, expertise, as I said, that we have to have expertise, then only we are going to be respected. So then we should not have to have any special marketing activities. It will be word of mouth. It will take care of your practice, and it will be taken care of your revenue. Again, there is a difference between earning money and making money. We need to have understanding that we are here as a professional to earn money and not make money. If we want to make money, it's a business where you can multiply the businesses and make money. So if we are in profession, if we have chosen to be in profession, we have to accept that we are going to earn money proportionate to the personal efforts we are putting into profession, and that is going to be our limitation, and that should be our financial goal. And if financial goal is defined, I think then we can be contented and we can be happy with the performance. Now, expertise is the basic requirement to improve the relationship management, because as Nitin just said, that if we add value to the businesses, which is very crucial, and that is the most needed and required service by the businesses, regulatory compliances has been considered as a monotonous. It is a mechanical thing, and hereafter, in years to come, the things will be taken care of by AI. Now, most of the salary returns are being filed by the portals. So similarly, the tax structure is going to be simplified, and over a period of time, the filing tax return may have a minimal requirement. So what then we can do, that is value addition, as Nitin just said. So for that, we have to update ourselves with the updated knowledge. We have to have not only have updated knowledge about the taxation, tax laws or other laws, but we should also have knowledge of economics. We should also have international scenario. We should also have the understanding of what is going to happen in next 10 years, 20 years. So that can give us the vision to share with the businesses for planning of their businesses and add value and take care of their businesses. Technology is most important, as already discussed by Nitinji. We have to adapt and integrate technology in our practices and provide the seamless communication with the clients. So proper communication, effective communication with the clients can make clients comfortable. One-to-one discussion, one-to-one communication and engagement can add confidence to the client, and that will help the relationship. Now, learning and training need not be limited only to the partners or proprietors, but it has to be imbibed to the staff also. Staff of our firm as well as the staff of the clients. Because most of the time, the repetitive work or the clerical work needs to be done by us only because of lacunas left by the staff of the client. So if we train the client's staff and our staff, that will eliminate the monotonous work. And monotonous work is not paying. So we have to see that monotonous work is minimized in our activity. We normally do, we accept, we entertain normally every client coming to us, but in near future, we have to have client acceptance criteria, client retention criteria. According to our policy, we need to have which clients are going to be beneficial us, or which clients are suitable for our expertise what we are having. So either we can specialize individually, or we can have a firm, we can create a firm with multiple specializations with multiple partners. So that is one part, that client selection is very important. And knowing your client, knowing the client's business, and going into deep of the businesses, their activities, their policies, their goals. Even not only for ourselves, setting up goals and objectives important, but we have to make our clients define their goals and objectives so they can have some level of satisfaction from their business, which will reduce the stress. Pricing is another strategy. The gone are the days that billing on hourly basis. Now we have to price on value basis. So what value we are adding will be paid for by the client. So value addition is most important. And it again comes back to the, unless until we are having expertise, and most importantly, all services under one roof, that is going to be the most required and demanded convenience for the clients. Now clients are expecting all services under one roof, and that is our responsibility. And as Priyanshu mentioned from my profile, that I remember the expectations of our Honorable Prime Minister, what he expressed in his speech on 1st July 2017, that give me at least 4 big firms, Indian big firms, which will be having of quality and standards of international level. So that will help us. So that can be another avenue or option for us to go for the better services to the clients, which will be resulting into better relationship. There may be conflicts with the clients. So we will have to have a mechanism for conflict resolution with the clients. Clients are expecting something and we are delivering something. There may be a gap, and that has to be analyzed. Here, there can be a third party or third person who can analyze the gaps within the organization, and that can be reconciled. For this, again, we have to have a group of partners, group of members to work together, and that can provide such facilities where we can work on this. The thing most important is, as I mentioned, the soft skills. Our communication skills with the clients. We need not please our clients, but we should not be rude with the clients. And we should have expertise, or we should have that skills to talk to and make comfortable every person from every generation. Because over a period of time, generations with your clients, they are changing. So unless until you are capable of matching with the changing generations, I think you will have a difficulty in relations retaining the client. So you may age, you may grow older. It doesn't mean that you can be less cheerful, you can be rude or unwanted person. So be a good person, be a good human being, be happy, and people like happy people. Fundamentally, when a client comes to you, he comes with the stress, he comes with the problems. And if you are positive and if you can give him some solace, I think he can be very happy. Of course, everything for money. Don't provide any service without charges, because any service provided without charges cannot be taken or will not be taken seriously. It is wastage of time. Client appreciation, client engagement, client communication requires some time to be spent for the client. One-to-one meetings, interactions, discussions, get together. Normally, marketing activities are not permitted by our ICAI, direct marketing, but ICAI, as I have been discussed with many council members, that ICAI may come up with some relaxation, but right now we cannot do any direct marketing. But this is coming together, get-togethers, arranging some seminars or training programs for clients and client staff can be our indirect marketing activities, which can add to our relationship and also add to our goodwill and branding of our firm. So I think fundamentally specialization, soft skills, and stress-free attitude. The root cause of everything is EMIs. I think we chartered accountants are good in finance, but might not be good in own financial management. In the current era, EMIs are hampering a lot the mental health of every person. Chartered accounts are not exception to that. And so monthly obligation makes a person to go for anything what comes to him, and then he is trapped into vicious circle. So considering that initial 3 to 5 years, we may not have the adequate cash inflow. So how to plan your finances is going to be critical factor, because monthly fixed obligation will make you, I think, a machine, and you have to accept everything, whatever comes to you, and there you cannot have a specialization or you cannot have creative working or contribution. Money is important, but money is not the sole thing that has to be kept in mind. 8 hours of working should suffice our requirements. That should be our target, and that will give us time to learn more things, creative things, new things, adopt technology, learn technology, absorb technology, talk to people, being social, and that will definitely result into better relationship management as well as client improvement. So I think this was from my side. Umeshji, you can have any other questions? We can discuss on this.
Yes, sir. So I think we should go with the panel discussion with our other eminent faculty, Nitin sir. So I
Yeah.
would request Nitin sir to come on the screen. Sir, I would start with you, Nitin sir, first.
Yeah, please.
Yes, sir. So the first question which we are having with us is, how did you get into this area of practice?
Yeah, it's a very good question. Actually, I have qualified in 95-96. And then after that, for about a year or so, I was in a regular traditional practice filing a written of proprietary and partnership concern. Then I just got to know that this is not my area of interest, because this is not a value addition which would be definitely for n number of years to my clients. So I was looking for the areas, and since I being a cost accountant, I was looking for the areas of value additions through another areas for value chain analysis and all those things. So first I got into an internal audit, and for pursuit of good internal audit, I have searched many other areas for better internal audit, and then I came to know about several different areas where we can lay hands. So that is how then I have explored each and every areas, and actually I have studied all the areas, and then started pitching to the client, and it has started coming. So that was the best part, where I started getting a client right from year 1 and year 2. So then it's set up the tone.
Okay, sir. So another question is for Mahavir sir.
Yeah.
So, sir, can you explain importance of CRM and how to deal with it?
Yeah. See, CRM, there is customer relationship, client relationship management. That is, see, unless and until we take efforts to maintain the relationship, deliberate efforts, I think it won't work. And not pleasing, but at least you should be cautious with the relations. You should pay attention and you should entertain their requirements as a professional. And without urge of continuing relationship, no relationship continues. So client relationship management is very important activity, and that has to be taken care by the proprietor or the partner who are the key persons of the organization, and that is most important.
Okay, sir. So, sir, the next question with Nitin, sir. Sir, how existing clients can be made aware of these?
See, for any practice expansion tools, I just got to know about that your first person who should be targeting is your existing client, because he is aware of your strength and weaknesses. So if we go for a different client, we go to different persons for our business. But if our own existing client is not knowing as to what is our capabilities, if he is being made known that these kind of things we are available and we can service this to your business as well, then that client helps you in generating more and more different clients. It has happened with me. I've got one started with big client, fortunately, for internal audit, and then for all the services, I have time and again gone to them and said that we can also do this, we can also do this, we can also do this. And that is where they have started giving different areas to me, and that is how I have developed.
Okay, sir. So, sir, now with the question for Mahavir, sir, which we have got is how it can be managed in the small and medium practitioners, the client relationship management.
Yeah, as already discussed, I think small and medium practitioners in Mofussil area, they are required to do everything, unfortunately, and that is a limitation. I suggest that what I have realized, and I'm very confident about it, that everywhere, whether it is a Mofussil area or whether it is a tier 2 or metro cities, there is a lot of work available. Only thing that we are not projecting, as Nitin said, that our expertise is not projected, and for that we have to have some activity, or we have to take some conscious efforts. So unless and until we specialize, either you specialize in individual capacity, and you will be very popular among the professionals as well as in the business community. So expertise resulting out of specialization is going to be the key factor henceforth in our practice. That is sure, whether it is Mofussil area or any other city. And anybody is having doubts about this, I can give him one-to-one inputs, and it is very possible. I have experienced it. So specialization is the only keyword.
Okay. Nitin, sir, this is like how to pitch for the new clients.
Yeah, sure. This was a challenge to me as well, because I was studying and I was exploring these kind of areas which was otherwise known to people. So what I've done is I've gone through extensive networking. Then I have used media as well, print media as well as this media, where I've written some articles in the newspapers and some journals and all those things. And at least people have started knowing about this, that these kind of areas are being handled, and this is the person who can handle this. So there are various seminars, industry associations, and all those things. And then slowly through networking and seminars and media and other, I have also gone to my various different professionals, maybe chartered accountants, maybe cost accountant, maybe company secretary. I met them and we have said that we are into this kind of services. That please let me know if there are certain the clients who will be requiring this kind of services. And that is how I got started with this.
Okay. So, sir, in my view, I want to ask something from you.
Sure.
Like, if you are going what kind of networking things which you like? How do you approach by networking? What what
Exactly.
what is like networking, which you are saying? Can you just
Yeah.
elaborate on them?
Yeah, please. What we do is actually, I have gone to the industry associations. There are many industry associations. I've gone to many chartered accountants. I have attended many other seminars as well. And then I met many people that who are into different kind of practice, and we are having a different kind of practice. So I've made them known that we are into this kind of practice. If there are certain things which is required, we can do it together, or you can please refer it to me, and then I can take it further. So it was a gradual process. It was a gradual process to me. It took time. First and foremost, I was advised against by all the seniors that if you do like this, you will not even earn a bread. Because you are into that city where you are not going to even earn a bread if you are not going to practice in tax. So I said, come what may. It was a gradual process, but now the things are the people are from who are into practice from last 15 to 20 years. They are coming to me, and they have started coming to me, and they are saying, boss, we want to be associated with you, and we want to go with it. So it is only a meeting people of different segments. That helps.
So with Mahavir sir, I think Mahavir sir was like doing practice earlier. He was a single proprietor, and then he joined, I think, Mahavir sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you joined a network of firms, or how was it?
Yeah, it's a very happy. It was very happiest moment. In fact, just before missing it, as Nitin just said, that henceforth, future is for B2B business for chartered accountants.
Okay.
See, now, up to now, we have been looking at B2C, but henceforth, the business is going to be B2B businesses. See, for example, IFRS implementation, Ind AS implementation, providing services to chartered accountants is going to the big business for the expert chartered accountants. That is one part. Now, coming to your question, say, I was also doing everything in my individual practice, and I was frustrated because nobody was happy. Not my clients were happy, not my staff, not my family members, nor me. So one of my colleagues, he came to me on a fine morning, and he said that, sir, I have got problems. I said that anyway, I am also frustrated. I am trying to get some solution. So should we try? So I called some 25 friends of mine in my city, and out of those 7 partners across the table, without deciding the share of profit, sharing a cost, they agreed to come together as a partner, and within 15 days, we signed the partnership deal.
Okay.
So that is the thing, that we should believe in chartered accountants. See, if chartered accountants do not believe in chartered accountants, how can we expect public to believe in us? And one thing is that a chartered accountant cannot deceive other chartered accountants. And in our business now, there is no cash business. Everything is on paper. So there cannot be any misunderstanding or any cheating or anything. So I think henceforth we have to first learn to be a team member and believe in our professional colleagues and come together either formally or form a firm. We form a firm, and we now we started with 7 partners. Now we are 18 partners. We are aspiring to be for 100 partners in near future. Let us see how it works out.
So did you face any issues after becoming like in a network and in a partnership? Like you were in proprietorship, your fellow members also, like your colleagues also were in partnership. Oh, sorry, proprietorship. So did you face any issues like the name of your proprietorship is now becoming a firm, and the small issues which members face? Do you face those issues?
Yeah. So initially, while discussing, everybody was identity is very important for every person.
Yes.
So that is a critical issue. That, when I used to tell them that the moment we stop breathing, everything goes. So our visiting card, our signboard, nothing is permanent. So we have to realize this, and if we want to have a happy life, we want to live happily. That is our purpose of life. We should come together and form a firm and work in a team like friends. Now, one thing what I can confidently tell you and all the participants, that talk to any of our partners, our stress level has come down.
Okay.
Earning has reasonably increased, right? And we have, very important, that we have had an opportunity to work for such assignments which we would not have even dreamed of in individual capacities.
Okay. Okay.
Say our partner has signed balance sheet of a size of 30 lakh crores of which.
Okay.
Just imagine, it would not have been possible. So such sort of exposure, I will not disclose the name, but such sort of exposure is a great achievement.
All
And
right.
one thing is that we have to work, we have to live like friends at every level. That reduces or that makes everything clear.
Okay. Okay, sir. So, Mahavir sir, I'll just ask one more question from you. So, what measures by ICA you feel would help members in affecting CRM?
Yeah, as mentioned that there are certain things. Even there is a joint parliamentary committee recommendation report is also available,
Mhm.
and I think ICA is under consideration of accepting or bringing in some reforms in our regulation. But business without marketing is not feasible. A charter accountant sitting next to your house, you might not be aware of what expertise he's having because he is not permitted to expose his or market his activities or his expertise. That is one part, and certain things that activities which are right now banned may be considering the changes in industry and commercial scenario and international scenario that is ICI needs to consider. And especially I would make a mention of networking guidelines are available now, but in present networking guidelines, there is a restriction that any member of networking, if he has provided statutory audit services, no other member can provide non-audit services. That is a limitation. That's why the size of network firms is not increasing. That also has to be considered by ICA.
Okay, sir. Okay. So, Nitin sir, is there any scope for new chartered accountants in management consulting where MBAs are dominating?
Yeah, sure. Management consulting basically is now dominated by MBAs because MBAs are being more taken into in a management consulting role, maybe in McKinsey, maybe in BCG, maybe in Bain Consulting, or maybe in Big Four in consulting division. But chartered accountants are not. That I might be short of information, but at least the things I have seen. I have not come across directly a person is chartered accountant directly getting included in the consulting and management consulting division. But definitely, chartered accountant course helps us because we are so much knowledgeable in terms of subject. We are having in-depth knowledge of each and every subject. So we are definitely in a better position to add value to any client's business. So there is no harm. Only it needs to be pitched rightly. It needs to be told to the person that we can do a better job than whosoever in competition. May it be CMA, may it be CS, may it be MBA, may it be MBA from IIMs. Because see, we have worked with IIT IIMs. And we did not find anything where we could not add value. In fact, they were under us. So there is a definite chance. There is a definite chance. And believe me, sir, this is very, very paying field than assurance. This is very, very paying field. So our depth of knowledge, our course content, and the initiatives of our CA Institute, that is definitely going to help us. And it is going to be an area of practice in next years to come. Take it from me. Sir, you are on mute.
We are getting many queries from the members. We are having many questions from the members that how can we venture into foreign markets for value addition services? Anyone?
To whom it is marked? Yeah.
No,
Mahavir, sir, would you like to take it?
these are not marked to anybody. You both can, any one of them can give
Okay. Okay, we are venturing into a market. We are venturing into an international market through whatever services we have. Because what we understood, how we have ventured, because what we understood when I was young, that at 1996 and 97, there were no much opportunities for tier 2, tier 3 cities to go for such kind of services and make your presence in foreign countries because there were if it is a tax here, Dubai may be not, Dubai is not having any tax. So these kind of services. So I wanted to be in that services where there is a business, there is a process. Where there are process, there are risks. Where there are process risks, there are advisory into risk. There are n number of areas which otherwise is not requiring any particular knowledge of a particular area or location. So if these services were available across globe, so if these services can be targeted, and if it is rightly pitched to the client even abroad, see, there are opportunities which are coming thick and fast, because small companies may not be able to afford Big Four. So there are opportunity lies where we can be of help to them, and we can really venture into a big market of foreign countries.
Okay. So there is one query. I think it is like a very interesting query. What if the clients are not willing to pay money? Should we leave them or retain them on their conditions?
Mahavir sir, you may please take it.
Yes.
साहब किसी को entertain मत करो. The person who is not paying you, say goodbye to him. You see, we need not to fight. We need not to fight. But that is client retention policy should be seen. In fact, we should insist on advance payment of fees, at least 50% of fees. And as rightly mentioned and discussed by Nitinji, also, sorry, Umesh sir, that ABC analysis of our clients is very important. And that's what I said, that EMI culture is very dominating, and that's why we are under pressure for meeting our financial obligations, monthly obligations. That makes us to compromise with such clients. Don't compromise with such clients. There is a lot of work in the market. If you are updated, if you have got expertise, there will be a situation that you will not be able to work more. That is sure. So don't entertain such clients. Say goodbye to them with a good note, friendly note.
Okay.
Because tomorrow that person may again come back to you. See, the world is very small. So he may go right now. If he is comparing our services on financial terms, he may go out. It is not a commodity. Our service is not commodity. So comparing is difficult. So if he is comparing, that is his attitude. Let him go to market, have experience, and then we have experienced such situations. They may come back to you for your quality. Thank you.
Okay, sir. There is one question by a member, whether there is any scope for chartered accountants in investment banking. I think.
Sure. 100% there is a scope. Now, valuation, there is a scope in investment banking that you can be you can be a consultant in valuation, you can be a consultant in value enhancement. We have just discussed in my presentation. You can be just approached by somebody for due diligence, and you can just be a part of the team who are actually making an investment in some companies. So you should know as to what kind of things are being looked at while making an investment. So definitely, who other than chartered accountant can know better things than anybody else for valuations and all those things for M&As. So there is 100% scope, no doubt about it.
Okay, sir. There's one question with us that how to get internal audits. I think.
First, we have to learn.
So there are other queries on practice management software. We can, it's working in iOS and Android, both Windows. It's there. So I think we are done with the queries, and so there are no queries left more. So
anyway, in fact, if there are no queries, I will just try to add something.
Yes, sir.
First thing is that we have to be very positive in our thinking, very creative and constructive. There is going to be a lot of business. There is a lot of business. And cities Tier 2 and Pune and other metro cities, or say Tier 2 and Tier 1 cities, there are tremendous opportunities. Only thing is that we cannot go, and as rightly said by Nitinji, that many organizations cannot afford Big Four services. One thing. Second, though they are in a position to afford, they are not liking their attitude or the quality of services. Right now, they are branded and branding is working for them. But the way they have been treating their clients, the way they have been executing their assignments, I think people are not comfortable. But we have not provided any substitute option for such big fours, and that is our lacuna. So members may think of coming together, forming firms, and creating a substitute for big four services. That is very important. That is from my input, from my side. Nitin, you can also share something for us.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
sure.
Sir,
Correct,
we
correct.
also want something from you, sir.
Yeah, bilkul. Whatever you have said, absolutely spot on, sir. Because see, the quality we can match the quality as well. Because there is ultimately there is a knowledge and which is a dissemination of knowledge, which is very critical. It is a brand which needs to be tackled with, but otherwise the quality of service we can always match. So there is no question as to why one should not go for only apart from brand. We should be able to match the quality, and then we should pitch the services. And once the clients are satisfied, he's definitely going to come because he's not requiring or he's not willing to shell out more things for the same quality. It has happened with us.
One more thing, in fact, now initially multinationals were coming from foreign countries in India. Now Indian companies are becoming multinationals. They are going abroad. In many countries, they are having businesses. And if I don't mistake, Ratanji Tata had mentioned sometime that Indian multinationals are going outside the country and they're expecting Indian firms to provide them the services. The way foreign multinationals are expecting big fours to provide their subsidiaries in India, Indian multinationals are expecting to provide services by Indian firms outside the country. And this capacity building can be done only by joining hands, coming together and creating a larger firm, without which we will not be reliable and dependable by the organizations. Right now, we have got a number of best capabilities, but we lack in capacities. And lacking in capacity is the main hurdle for securing large work. So, for example, if tomorrow Tata Motors is willing to appoint me, I don't think I will be able to handle that assignment. So, empowering myself, improving my capabilities in terms of infrastructure, knowledge, and structure, organized structure. That is the need of the hour. And I think henceforth that is going to be focused, as Umesh said, that capacity building is going to be the main target for ICAI. Yes, Priyanshu.
And we have taken a step towards capacity building today, sir.
Yeah.
Thanks to the committee.
Yeah.
At least people are knowing that these kind of areas are available. At least this can be practiced and this can be really monetized.
That is our only motive, sir. The growing
Great.
practice.
We have achieved our objective. That is what I feel.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. So I think we are over with now. So I would give the vote of thanks to you. On behalf of the Committee for Members in Practice, I extend my heartfelt gratitude and express our deepest appreciation to our eminent speakers, CA Nitin Alsi sir and CA Mahavir Kapse sir, for sharing their valuable insights and expertise and experiences. So, sir, you both profound knowledge and undoubtedly enlightened us all and provided us the practical strategies to enhance our client management skills. So I would also like to extend our gratitude to our PMS team, Mr. Pervez, for giving this demo on the module of the client management of the practice management software of ICAI, and all the participants who actively engaged in this discussion, asked provoking questions and contributed to the success of this webinar. So your enthusiasm and participation have made this event truly memorable. Heartfelt thanks to our chairman and vice chairman, sir, CA Rohit Ruwatia ji and CA Umesh Sharma ji, for this generous support, without which this event would not have been possible. Last but not least, furthermore, I would like to thank our team members also, for their planning, coordination, and hard work behind the scenes, ensuring that everything smoothly and seamlessly throughout the webinar. As we conclude this webinar, let us carry forward the knowledge and insights gained today into our professional endeavors, striving to implement the best client management services and fostering stronger relations with our clients. Once again, thank you all for your support and participation. We look forward to welcoming you with the future events of Grow Your Practice. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
My pleasure, our pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.